Yo, what's up, people? This your boy Chaos, man, and this is Chaos TV. Um, Today, I'm going to introduce you to my world, and why you ask is it just might save a life. All right, so I'm going to explain a little bit about what I do, how I do it. I've been a health enthusiast now for about 13 years, and I realized that health is not just about being fit, but it's a lifestyle change. All right, so some people are fighting different cases and different battles when it just come to being healthy and just staying off different medications and walking flights of stairs or whatever the case may be. Some people go to the doctor every day, you know what I'm saying? And if you can do something about it without taking meds, I think that's the goal. That's my goal. That's how I want to help people. So again, I've been doing this now about 13 years. This thing of being healthy affects so much. Not being healthy affects more than you think it does. It affects the mind, it affects the body, it affects the spirit, and so I want to get a word of peace of me to inform them that they're not alone. All right, I just want to inform the world that they're not alone. You're going through stuff, and you're not going through it by yourself. We all go through something, and we all can get through it. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that and how I can help with mind and spirit as well as I do body. We know that I do that. I just told you that. I'm a trainer, so you asking yourself, how can a trainer help me with my mind and my spirit? I'll let you know in just a second. But first, let me help you get your spirit right. If you're down and feeling out, let me give you a little something that'll help you improve that feeling. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do before I start to work out, before I do anything, man. I try to get my jam in. Can you see the video? Yeah. Pull that over. Look it up. I need your energy. I need your energy. This world is killing me. Light it up. If you feel it, I feel. Light it up. If you feel it, I feel. Light it up. If you feel it, I feel. Light it up. If you feel it, I feel. I need your energy. High life, high tide. Don't drown. Big breath, take steps, stay cool when I'm down. That vibe, that's right, on top, that high, I fly, skydive, high five, we won't die. See hope, see pride, see why, and my eyes with me, with life, take off, bye bye, no sleep, black ice, and shoot, live fly, don't stop, must try, energy, that's why I'm doing the most, in the middle of the road, I'm running the globe, I'm fighting for goals, they do everything, get better than fall. So close, don't fall. You're bright, you're bold. Kick back, get close. Light it up for yours. I need your energy. I need your energy. This world is killing me. Light it up. If you feel it, I feel. Light it up. If you feel it, I feel. Light it up. If you feel it, I feel. Light it up. If you feel it, I need your energy. This what they want, this what they need, this what we on. Took it a while and bring it back home, turn it on. Never be scared, always prepared, taking you there. You need to be here, hands in the air, yeah. Bossed up, fly like a salsa, live in the moment. Get it on, live it, breathe it, zones. No time to waste, no time to slow down when we out on the chase. Don't keep pumping your waist, when you come on, nothing you do what it takes. Dodging these gunshots, man, still gotta stay focused. Ain't no sleep, stay woke, gotta keep your eyes open. When all of my energy gone, don't leave me out on my own. Don't leave me all on my own. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. I need your energy. All right, that's all I got. Just a little bit. I know you feeling it. Go look it up, play it. It jams. Crit never lets me down. You know what I'm saying? I don't own the rights to this music, by the way. Crit never lets me down. Anyway, man, so back to it. All right, I hope you're feeling a little better. So everything that I have to say to you, man, is gonna have some. I'm gonna try to be consistent as possible. I'm gonna let you in on my day from beginning to end, starting today. All right,
started today. As you can see, most of the videos I've already put out, but I'm gonna let you know my workouts. I'm gonna let you know what I'm going through, what I'm doing, what time I get up, what time I start training, when I work out, if I skip a workout, my meals. So if I cheat, you're going to know it. All right, so I'm gonna go through this process with you. All right. So let me share something with you. So those of us who are going through something, I just lost my grandmother not too long ago, about a month or so ago, and it was exactly a month after my dad's anniversary of his passing. So that was in 2000. My dad passed in 2018. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. Growing up, he wasn't there like I would have liked him to be. He was there with my sister and my brother was in the house, but not with me. I think he and my mom separated when I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. So he was not in the house to teach me certain things that a man should teach or even a man should know. So my mom kind of held me down on a lot of those things, and she taught me a lot. She put me in position to be a man or become a man on my own. Did I do that very well? I think I did okay. But I was a mama's boy, so it was one of those things where I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But my mama got my back. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to take advantage of that with the older I got. If I was going through something, I'm just gonna go through it. I'm just gonna suck it up and keep moving. Keep it to myself and keep doing what I got to do in order to get out of that issue. All right. Anyway, so going through all of that, being that my mother was the parent in the household, there was no real foundation on how to be a man. I guess is what I'm trying to say. She did good, but I'm just saying there was no foundation on how to be a man, and that's where it starts. So that's another story for another day. What did help me is when I found my friends. When I was maybe 5, 6, maybe 6, 7, I'm not sure. Well, I'll put it to you this way. The first time I stepped outside, I met my first friend, first person I call a friend, and that was Ed. So I met Ed, and from that day we created a bond. Now Ed and I are completely different. Ed is what I would call NWA, all right? And it's not the NWA, it's a nerd with an attitude, okay? Ed thought he could fight. Ed could not fight, but I could, so it was a match made in heaven. He was smart, I could fight, I'm gonna whoop whoever. Let's go. So Ed had all the toys. Ed had all the comic books. Ed had all the Star Wars action figures, G.I. Joes, whatever. He had trading cards for weird stuff, warlords. And Ed had it all. So I would be over Ed's house playing with stuff that I didn't have. I wasn't mad about it, but me and Ed, we was like that. So me and Ed became best friends. Ed wore glasses, and Ed was not into sports. I was into sports. So again, he's the books, I was the job. I just did enough to get by so I can continue to play sports, and that was our relationship. We never felt slighted towards each other in any way, at any time. That was my friend. I was his friend. We still are friends today. Now, again, that was the first person I ever met. So after that, I say about a year or so later, let me back up. So we could not go past, me and Ed was outside, we could not go past Miss Bell's house, all right? If we went past Miss Bell's house, we was in trouble. But my sister and her friend, one of the Bell daughters, lived right next door to Ed. So if we went past that house, they would know it. And so they would tell and get us back in check. So anyway, so one day, one of the older cats in the hood, man, Rodell came and got us and took us down the street across the road. And you'll have to know where we lived to know what I'm talking about. But it's down the hill, then across the road to where we met the rest of the crew. And then from there it changed, all right? From there it went to another level We met. It was Di, it was Darius, Brandon, Di, Darius, Brandon, and then Di had brothers, JD, Kenny. All right, so Darius and Brandon were brothers. Di, JD, and Kenny, they're brothers. All right. JD, Di was the oldest. JD, then Kenny was the youngest. All right. Now, Ed had a brother, Joe. Okay. So Joe was Ed's brother. So everybody had a younger brother. I had an older brother. So I had no one under me. Then there was Big A and Jerron. So you could say Big A and Jerron were like my little brothers because they stayed next door to me. All right. Di and Di, JD, Kenny stayed across the street in this circle from Darius and Brandon. All right, cool. Got that out the way. Now, when we met, man, we clicked up. From that day forward, we was always together, always hanging, always playing some sport, football, basketball, baseball. If it was raining, we had the Monopoly on the porch. If that wasn't working, we playing with toys on the porch. You know, everybody had the G.I. Joe. Somebody had 10, somebody had 5, somebody had 2. We'll put them all together. We'll play right there on the porch. So, anyway, man, so everybody kind of admired the other person for who they were, okay? And so again, nobody was jealous of anybody else. Now we all looked at each other and said, "Hey man, you got the J's? Dang, I want the J's." But some of us can get them, some of us couldn't. Now some of us had dads in the house, some of us didn't. So when it came to learning how to be a man, again, this came from what we learned from each other, what we learned from the bigger guys, from the older guys in our neighborhood, which would be some of our brothers and some, just older mentors. Now, did they mentor us in the right way? Not all the time, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff that we did that we should not have been doing. Man, we went in abandoned houses, we drank, we smoked, we hung out on property. We used to hang out on this one property, man, that overlooks the city of Birmingham. And I'm moving ahead to when we were teenagers. But anyway, we used to hang out in this area that overlooks the city. There was a big house up there, man, but it burned down. Something happened where the house burned down. But anyway, it was an empty lot. And we found out how to get up there. And we'll go park our cars. And we'll sit out in the car, on top of the car, and kick it all night long. We hung out with all kind of girls up there. We hung out with project girls, rich girls, white girls, black girls. It didn't matter. We was hanging out with girls all the time when we got older. Back to childhood. So from that point is how we leaned on each other when it came to being men. All right? And so that was the foundation that I knew. Not saying my dad was never in my life. He just was not there all the time. So it was times that I needed him and he wasn't there. Not that he didn't want to be, just wasn't there. My dad kicked it. My dad liked to kick it. To the day he died, he wanted to kick it. But he taught me a lot. We straightened some things out, and I just hope I made him proud. Anyway, moving past that. So lost myself. Okay, so when as kids, once we grew up, we did a lot of stupid things growing up, and but we still remained brothers no matter what. We grew up, we got engaged, we got married, we had kids, we had more kids, we had baby mama drama, we fell in love and all of that stuff, man, and basically to this day, we all have different backgrounds. We all do different things. We all move in different lights. But we brothers, man, we still kick it. We still talk. And no matter what we do in life, we're going to be there for each other. So, again, that was my foundation. That's how I started. And that's how I became who I am today. I had a chaotic lifestyle. So that's where my name came from. Total Chaos. I'm Coach Chaos, and so from now on, I didn't know this is what I was going to do, but here I am today. I've always been athletic. I've always been into working out since I can remember, and winning push-up competition, pull-up competitions. Trying to be the fastest person, if not the fastest, the second fastest. Sit-up competitions, you name it. I had certificates coming up through middle school, elementary school, and middle school on fitness competitions, and that's all I like to do. And then when it got to the point where I saw that I could make a profession out of it, here I am. So anyway, man, I would like to let everybody in on the product that I offer, and that's basically how I wanted to start this. This is basically where I'm going with this is I want to help you build a foundation when it comes to your health. All right. I want to help you realize that even though you have taken a step back when it comes to your health, you do not have to exist in it. You do not have to stay in it. Even though you live in an environment that's filled with KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, you don't have to be subjective to it. You can do better. You just have to want better. All right. Don't accept anything they're giving you. If we did that growing up in Ensley, if we did that, then what would we be? We're not a product of our environment. All right. Some of you are not a product of your environment. I went to school with a lot of people that went to Ensley. I went to school with a lot of people who grew up in the projects, and they came out just fine. You do not have to accept the life that you have been given. You can do better. You can do more. All right. So if you're unhealthy in any way, mind, body, spirit, financially, you can do better. I can do better. I have to do better because I got kids to take care of. So I know you can, and all I want to do is help you, because it all starts with how you feel when you wake up in the morning. If you wake up feeling good, you're going to do good things for the rest of that day, for the rest of that week, for the rest of that month, and the next thing you know, you're taking off. So just let me help in any way possible. I ain't going to hold y'all too long. This is the first segment. All right, this first segment it is. So I kind of want to let y'all, just want to introduce myself and let y'all know that I'm one of you. I don't think I'm better than anybody else just because I'm in shape, just because I can do a muscle up, which I can. Yeah, I just threw that out there. But I just wanted to let you know, man, throughout this project, I will tell you how my circle, along with the others from my neighborhood, helped me build who I am, helped me become who I am. And you'll hear a lot about my life, because I want you to know that everything you're going through, somebody else might be going through it too. So if I'm going through something, you can say, hey man, you know what, he fighting through it, he getting up every morning and making it happen, then I can do it too. So that's that, man. I got something I want to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all a little workout video, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to close this thing on out, all right?